Hey, what up, what up? It is freaking 10 freaking 30 almost. I am trying to come up with some way to come up with some money. $300 to $500, maybe $1 billion to just start this thing up. This business, non-business. And so I was like, could I do little things on my phone? Could I do anything on my phone to do it? Other than making videos, because I'm just making videos on the phone is just, they're not tagged for ads, and even if they were, these videos get, like, if I'm lucky, these videos get 10 views. Those are the popular ones. And I only really check I check how many views they get, like once a week. But it's not really I check on them. It's just kind of I happen to look at the account and stuff. Anywho, yeah. The point of the video, virtual me, future me, anyone that happens to see, I made a rhyme, was that you can do on your phone, in addition to phone stuff, you can do like surveys and stuff. And apparently you can get paid for that. But upon further research, apparently, maybe, possibly, the payout is pretty minimal, like maybe $100 a month, kind of at best. And it can take a month or 2 or 3 to get that $100 a month, like to start getting it. And again, that's $100 a month, kind of at best. And sometimes, yeah. But then there's like the crypto gaming thing, which is what I was looking at, like gaming to mobile gaming for money, kind of thing, like playing games for money, but not in like a tournament gaming kind of thing, just playing games on phone and getting paid for it. So I was like, all right, let's see if this could be a possibility. I'm looking at them, I'm looking through the games, and okay, so I went on the Sandbox, and I'm like looking at it, and I do my account, and I fill out my account with bullshit. Like, I cannot figure out how this is a game. It just looks like I can get to like a world map or something, and it's just like, it looks like a bunch of spooged ass ads on like a tile on a tiled map that are in some weird formation. And the description was like made it out to be like you build stuff and like the description and even like the screen captures made it out to be something. And then like I get to it and it's just like a weird like mismatched googly ass bunch of ads looking kind of thing where I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And like I'm trying to like tap on it and be like, am I getting to like another person's land or city? And then I get to another thing and it's like buy land. And I'm like, no, I ain't trying to spend money. I'm trying to get money for something. And then once I have that money from this, well, maybe I'll do it again. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, this is like, I'm just trying to, like, there's a term for that. Trying to, you know, you get something to go somewhere. Like, it's just a lift-off thing. It's just a spark for something that I'm actually trying to do. Like, I just need anything. I just need to find a wad of $20 bills somewhere. That's all I need. That's it. That's all I want. I don't give a shit where it is. If a drug dealer is just walking by my house and he just drops a G and walks by and I'll be like, that's good enough. I don't care. He didn't say nothing. He didn't be like, you got to pay me back in a month or I'm going to break your legs. Be like, you didn't say shit. It just fell out of your pocket. So, whatever. We didn't make no fucking arrangement. So, whatever. I'm taking the money and I'm using it. And I don't know your name. I barely even recognize what the fuck you look like. In fact, if we were closer together, I would have been like, dude, what the hell? I think you dropped your money. But there was money here, and it was just like a shadow way the fuck down there. And I was like, all right. It's not like it was in a store or something. Okay, so I still haven't actually addressed the point of the video. Big fucking surprise. The reason I made the video is after all that, I was like, fuck this, and I just logged out. And I was looking for another game to try because I want to actually get to a game that I can just try so I can see, because I've been playing Ebony and like for the longest time, because I played it a long time before. I played it for like a year before and I was doing fine, having a good time and all that stuff, just playing it for whatever. But I've been playing it lately again because all I have is a phone and it's just like I can only alternate between like politics and streaming stuff, and but I needed something else to play. So I started another game of Ebony, and now it's just like, God, I can't stand fucking playing Ebony anymore. It's just, it's not that great of a game. under the best circumstances anymore because of various reasons. But on a phone, there's just like 20 more reasons to make it even worse of a game. So it's just like, ugh. So, still haven't gotten to the fucking point. I'm getting there. So, looking through this list of games, and I get to it. I see like it's like the second most popular game, and it's called Guns, Gunz, and I'm like, really? And I think to myself, huh? We used to play that game as kids. Although we played it outside. And you know, we were poor. So the way we played Guns is my parents had a house. And in the back of that house, we had a backyard. And in the back of that backyard, we had a backyard. And behind that backyard, there was an elevated railroad tracks. And these railroad tracks were old. I don't know when exactly they were made, but I'm going to say in the 1920s, 30s, or 40s. Something like that. Maybe 50s. I don't know. But they were old. The tracks themselves were rusted as shit. And the railroad ties were busted up. I mean, they were tore as fuck. And when I was a little kid, up to the age of like 10, 11, 12, something like that, trains occasionally did still run on them. Now, they were decommissioned right around, 12 to 14. So that trains never ran on them again. But they did occasionally still run on them when I was little. So we played Guns by taking up, grabbing bits, by making guns out of the remains, the scraps of the railroad ties that were left over. Because every quarter mile or half mile, there were huge piles of railroad ties. And there were whole ones, half ones, quarter ones, all the way down to just little bits. And the whole ones had if the engineer, the inspector or whatever was like, yeah, I know it's still technically whole, but there's the midsection is just all fucked up. So we're just removing this and putting a new one in there. And maybe people don't know, but a railroad tie is the log that is securing the track. Because a railroad track is, there's those logs, and then there's the rocks, and then underneath all that, there's an under layer. I mean, there's like, you can Google what a railroad track traditionally has, but there's like, I don't even know, 10 layers. And then there's just a whole bunch of shit that goes into a railroad track. But that's what we call them, the railroad ties, the railroad ties. And those things, railroad tracks are just an adventure. Because one time, now that I think about it, I don't know who it was, but someone, I don't think it was me, someone set a pile of those motherfuckers on fire. Like, they squirted a bunch of like lighter fuel on a part of them and lit it on fire. And the thing is, those railroad ties have like, they're coated in something, some tar or some shit. So they don't really take a lot to get going. And once they're going, they are fucking going. And so they were burning like a motherfucker. And the fire department came, and woo. And when they burn black ass smoke, like it's a tire fire. If you've seen a tire fire, that's the color of the smoke they were burning. I mean, black ass smoke. It's not a clean fire at all. You don't want to be around that. I think it was a kid I knew. I think it was that kid that did it. He was probably egged on by the other one. Oh man. And that guy was a bad influence. It wasn't his fault. His dad had problems. Oh boy. But yeah, that was just one of our games that we played. We played guns. And there were all kinds of guns that we could have. From little guns, little pew-pew, handguns, all the way up to, remember that gun in RoboCop? What do you call it? I think it was just called the Cobra Assault Cannon. That one. That fucking one that somehow shoots a bullet that explodes. And the explosion is bigger than like fucking a grenade launcher. It's like an incendiary grenade launcher bullet. So, I don't know how, I guess, munitions company made that work, but that was an awesome fucking weapon in RoboCop. You could have that weapon, or you could just have a fucking big ass gun. I don't know, whatever. Just guns. It was an awesome game for kids. Awesome game for kids to play in the late 80s, early 90s when fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger and fucking Sylvester Stallone was out there just having the best big, strong action hero that would just come in, shoot everybody, and not ask any questions. Just be like, yep, I killed everybody. Because everybody was definitely bad and needed to die. There is no moral questions that ever needed to be asked. None of them had kids. None of them were good in any degree. They all just needed to die. It's like, those were super 80s movies. I loved them. They never demanded anything, any kind of thinking of you at all. You just went, sat down, and just just let your balls do the work. It's just like, yeah. America. Great. It was a great time to be a kid. Well, great time to be a boy. Maybe a good time to be a girl too. I don't know. I only grew up as a boy, so I couldn't answer that other question. Anyways, guns. Boobs out.